All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys so much. I'm like 95 subscribers away from 1,000. I think I'm going to hit it for Christmas, honestly. So thank you guys so much. I was trying to hit it before 2021, and just like out of nowhere, I gained like 400 subs in a week. So thank you guys so much. I'm actually really nervous about this video. I've never made such a I don't know, man. I've made videos on why the Houston Rockets can win the NBA Finals, but I've never actually specifically talked about why the Houston Rockets can beat the LA Lakers. Which, in my opinion, is even a foolish argument to begin with because, first of all, there's 29 other NBA teams, 28 other NBA teams, not including us two. It is extremely hard to win back-to-back championships. If you look at it, if you look at all the past back-to-back champions, they're all complete superstar teams. They're incredible teams. LeBron James, you guys know I'm from Chicago. I'm not a LeBron hater, but I'm not a LeBron stan. LeBron's my number 2 all time. He's a beast. And as a person, LeBron's even cooler. He's so cool. Great guy. Great guy. But fortunately for the Rockets, it takes a little bit more than LeBron James to win the championship. Now, I've got some highlights on in the background. I don't know if I decided to go with 2018 Western Conference Finals, but if you sound Canadian. If you look at the 2018 Western Conference Finals, who had the better roster? Just maybe like overall wise, superstar wise, it's the Warriors. I mean, that was an incredible team. The Warriors were probably just statistically the better team because the Warriors, that dynasty they had, that's one of the best dynasties ever. For some reason, my 2K demo is playing, and it's kind of annoying me. So, what does it take for the Houston Rockets to beat the LA Lakers? Well, let's start with the season. All right, 72 games condensed. From what we've seen in the NFL this year, players are going to get hurt much more. They're going to get hurt much more. And I hate to say it, I think Anthony Davis is just so good. Top 5. He's top 5 for me, no doubt about it, in the league. He is so cool. He's so good, man. He is so good. But he's got some injury history. Maybe LeBron James, LeBron James is a beast. He's going to load manage properly. That's another reason why I think the Houston Rockets will get the first seed because LeBron James is going to be load managing a lot, guys. You also know he doesn't go hard every second of every regular season game. The Houston Rockets, we have our first 7 players: John Wall, James Harden, PJ Tucker, Christian Wood, Daniel House, DeMarcus Cousins, and Eric Gordon. That's a good 7-man roto right there. And that's not even it. That's just our top 7. That's our first 7 that come to mind. Those are our 5 starters and our 6th and 7th guys. Those are incredible. We have 2 duos that are better than most duos in the NBA. This is the most talented team James Harden has ever been on, not including the Oklahoma City Thunder team. So, injuries. Injuries are going to happen. Now, I know this goes without saying, but obviously if the Lakers were to get hurt and the Rockets weren't hurt, it's going to help the Rockets out. But role players are really what it comes down to. And guys, I love Russell Westbrook. I absolutely love him. He's a dog, and I want him to succeed so badly, and I think he will. I don't know when it will be. I don't know if success to him will be a ring, because I don't think it will. But Russell Westbrook, his game is not suited for a deep playoff run. And this dude was injured as well. Like, we were better with Chris Paul than Russell Westbrook. Everybody agrees, right? So, Russell Westbrook's finally off this team. which clears up a lot. We're in a completely new system. We're a little bit bigger, which is good, because when you play the Lakers, you still want to play small. The Lakers, you can't have Dwight Howard last season guard PJ Tucker, right? Obviously, Dwight's no longer on the team, but you can't have like JaVale McGee be guarding PJ Tucker if they're both playing center on the corner of the paint's going to be wide open. So that forces the Lakers to play smaller. Now, the Rockets, when you commit to small ball, you kind of have to just get over the fact that you're going to be on a highlight reel several times a game in the paint. It's just going to happen, especially in the fast break transition. You're smaller. Your biggest man's PJ Tucker on the court. Well, this year things are a little different. We've got Christian Wood. And the best part about our team is that Christian Wood's our center. I'm telling you guys, it will be the best part. Christian Wood, a 6'10" power forward, is going to be playing center for us. 7'3" wingspan. Throw him on Anthony Davis, who he gets compared to. Well, the best part about Christian Wood, he could hover around the 3-point line if he had to. Anthony Davis is going to have to go creep out there. The Rockets make up for their small heights, their small ball lineup, by playing physical. Russell Westbrook was great at this. He would specifically target guys like Kyle Kuzma and honestly just literally go at them. Like literally just run into them, put it up, and it's either going to go in because Kuz isn't a great defender or you're going to get fouled. The Houston Rockets need to make threes, and that's where our role players come in. Everybody, every single player, every player on the Houston Rockets, every player can shoot the three. Every player. Now, the Houston Rockets defensively, obviously, you're going to give up a lot of points in the paint. But I think the positive here, defensively, they need to make more of an effort, as they did in Game 1 of their series against the Lakers, helping and getting in between, like kind of doing the small things, essentially. What I mean by that is poking the ball free, tipping it, basically just throwing the Lakers off. So many times, the Lakers would turn it over, the Rockets are moving in transition, and the Lakers, none of them know who to guard. Nobody knows who to guard because, first off, it's just we're such a strange lineup. Then you got LeBron James kind of jogging anyways. So what happens? You dribble, you either shoot the layup or you kick it out for the three. And we've got shooters on the team. And if we need to get more shooters, you bet your ass the Rockets are going to get more shooters. And I'm talking guys like Buddy Hield. I'm even talking guys like Otto Porter. The Bulls probably won't give up. But Buddy Hield, Oladipo, we're 1 or 2 moves away from actually having possibly a better total roster than the Los Angeles Lakers. In fact, you might even be able to argue it, but if you were to argue the Rockets have a more talented roster right now than the Lakers, you're just kind of going off potential. Obviously, our potential, we've got John Wall, we've got Cousins, we've got Wood. Their potential is, because we don't know. We don't really know how all three of them are going to be playing. Wall and Cousins are coming off injury. Wood's never really been given proper minutes. So, Rockets get a player like Buddy Hield. They get a player like Victor Oladipo. They get a player like Miles Turner. I'm not a huge fan of Isaiah Thomas or Derrick Rose off the bench because of their defensive liability. However, that is the difference maker this year compared to last year for the Houston Rockets. Defensively, I thought we were going to be just top 5 worst defenses in the NBA. I was totally wrong. I was completely wrong. These guys are so gritty. And I'm talking even role players like Jayshawn Tate. David Nwaba. Like, these guys are putting their hearts out on the line every single preseason minute they play. And that's going to be the difference maker. I guarantee you. The Lakers, they're a little old, man. They're a little old. I know they're not that old, but they've still got some old heads on that lineup, on that roster. This shortened season's going to cause a lot of injuries. Take it. I'll compare it to football. The Dallas Cowboys, they should have ran away in this division so easily. They should have been like 12-4. Dak Prescott hurt whole year. Their season's completely over. Now, yeah, because NFC East, they might be able to come back or whatever. But, I mean, realistically, their Super Bowl chances are completely shot. Kawhi Leonard goes down with an injury. The Clippers' season's over. James Harden goes down with injury. Rockets, probably over. None of these other teams really have the depth and the potential like the Rockets do. I've given Eric Gordon way too much hate, and I'll be the first to say it. I gave him way too much hate. If we're going to make an NBA Finals run, Eric Gordon will be very vital. He will be very vital. Now, that's where you get into some of these trade ideas. You know, PJ Tucker, Daniel House, Eric Gordon. Obviously, outside of James Harden, those are our top three that could get traded. Chris Clemens going down on the IR, securing the roster spot. That's a big blow. Now, I'm not saying that I am confirming the Lakers-Rockets were to play in a series right now that the Rockets would win. But what I'm saying is that this Houston Rockets team, has the best opportunity to beat the Los Angeles Lakers and any team in the NBA. And to be honest, I don't think that the Los Angeles Lakers are the biggest threat. I think the biggest threat is ourselves. James Harden, he's got to commit. We all know it. Boogie Cousins, John Wall, they're going to load manage properly if they stay healthy. Christian Wood, as I've mentioned before, 20-10, put it in pen. We've got Eric Gordon coming off the bench, starting when John Wall is going to be out. I am so excited, guys. I cannot wait for this. I guarantee you guys like Jayshawn Tate as well are going to just insanely turn your head. I guarantee you. This is the best Rockets team that James Harden has been a part of. There is no way that this team is worse than a 4 seed. There is no way. With James Harden, there is no way this team is worse than a 4 seed. It's just not possible, man. It is not possible. James Harden has made the playoffs with the Rockets every single season. He's averaged nearly 30 points since 2012. 30 for 3 straight seasons. This is our best chance, guys. This is a much, much better chance than last year. It is so much better. Let me know what you guys think. I know this is going to get a lot of hate, but, I just kind of wanted to do it. So, peace.